Hello there and welcome to what could be possibly my first video that I would upload on my channel. I'm dedicating this video to my friends and members of my guild, Grand Champions Star Killers, because I'm basically making this video for them. So I figured I would probably make something on part 1 of the Sith raid. I know that a couple of you guys and girls might need a bit of insight on, how do we properly do part 1 with Darth Nihilus of the Sith Wraith. And I figured I would do a little something just to help you guys out on this. So now let me take my best squad for this raid, which is a Jedi raid training Jedi training lead with R2, BB-8, Resistance Trooper, and Ray Scavenger. So let's go into it, and as we go, I'll show you the different little things that you need to know about this part 1. So, as you get in, the first thing you'll want to probably get rid of is the Sith Assassin. Now, why the Sith Assassin? Basically, the Sith Assassin can stealth, and then if he stealths, or she stealths, you cannot hit her anymore, and that could be problematic. And why can this be problematic? If you do not get rid of the minions, and Darth Nihilus gets his feed the void, which brings back the minion, then it can reduce the cooldown of Annihilate by 1. So you want to make sure that the minions are dead before he makes that feed the void ability. So I'm going to start. I got BB-8. BB-8, what you want to do anyway is always do the secret intel ability. What I like to do with Ray is to actually try and make slow on Darth Nihilus. So minus 25% speed. That's pretty good. Gonna hit R2 with his fire for everybody. So I get that expose. Going to try and hit Sith Assassin again. Try to get him down. So there you go. And also Assassin had the little shield thing, the Unbreakable Will ability. So now I got this on R2 and on BB-8. Gonna try and get rid of the Sith Marauder. Ray should get, almost. And there you go. Alright, so we're down. BB-8 Secret Intel. Nice attack here. So here, you see I use Jedi training Ray his ability to call out BB-8. So BB-8 used his regular ability, just a regular attack, and he got a debuff on it. So he basically got the shield debuff on him because he used his regular ability, and that's something important that you'll have to not forget, because this will affect how his cooldown for Annihilate works. So Resistance Trooper, I will use a special ability. I'll use the stealth on Ray. Secret Intel, I'll reduce. This is great. This is perfect. So as you see, he's almost about to make a turn, but I'll use the turn meter reduction from Ray's ability just to bring him down, and then I can continue to attack him. So far this is good. Quick attack. Alright, so he's doing his ability and hitting me. Awesome. As you can see, BB-8 is almost ready to do his Eliminated Destiny. And I'm continuing to do special ability. As much as I can, I try not to do regular abilities. As you see before, if you do a regular ability, then you get that debuff on your character. And so with Resistance Trooper there, I just cleared his buffs. Now, look at BB-8. You see BB-8, I'm going to call BB-8 to attack, and he's going to get a shield debuff. There you go. And even, you see, so because I have the Zeta on BB-8, he called R2, and R2 did a simple regular attack, and now R2 has also the debuff. Right, continue to attack him. Illuminated Destiny, this should get rid of all the debuffs. Remove the turn meter. Stealth, I'm going to hit, so I should get a couple of turns. Alright, and I always take a watch on Darth Nihilus's ability, right? So everything's fine. 2 cooldown here, 5 cooldown on Annihilate, and 3 cooldown left on Feed the Void. So I want to continue on that. Alright, so now he attacks me, removes the buff from Jedi. Training Rey, calling BB-8, he should get the debuff, and even R2 got the debuff. So that's great. So this is going to be great to actually show you guys. Oh, I'm turn meter going down. If Darth Nihilus gets to, so you see R2 has that debuff right there, but it's only for 1 turn. So if I attack him again with my regular ability, I'll keep that debuff. And if I keep that debuff and he does Drain Force, the Annihilate cooldown will be decreased by 1 because R2 will have a debuff. So I want to make sure I don't have debuffs on my character. So what I'll do is I'll do the stealth, and then the debuff goes away. And then I got another Illuminated Destiny ready to go. So now I can hit him, and there you go. So BB-8 and my Resistance Trooper there got the debuff because they did basic attacks. Continuing, trying to get some. So R2 will get also. This is not good. So R2 and Resistance Trooper had a debuff on them, and the cooldown for Annihilate was at 3. So because Nihilus did Drain Force, and I had 2 characters with debuffs, the cooldown for Annihilate went down by 2. And then he also did a regular attack, which also, because it was a turn, reduced the cooldown by 1. So as you can see now, the Annihilate is ready to go, and I'll have to watch that for sure to make sure I put the shield on someone. So my Resistance Trooper, I have to do a basic attack, so my debuff will stay on. Continuing like this. What I want to do is put the shield Unbreakable Wheel on R2. Alright, continuing, this is good. So now I'm up to R2, he's got Unbreakable Will. The turn meter of Darth Nihilus is pretty high, he's about to attack, and his Annihilate ability is good to go. So I'll put the Unbreakable Will on him. Continuing, and there you go. So my R2 stays alive, right? Just because I was able to calculate properly when Annihilate would come in to play. Alright, some turn meter reduction, and then I have Illuminated Destiny, which gives me a bit of protection on my R2, but that shouldn't help him a lot because he's probably going to die when Nihilus does Drain Force, because Drain Force does go over protection. It doesn't care about protection, so R2 is about to die. Probably right there. Oh, he resisted, or he had enough health. That's amazing. All right, so I'm going to try and go after Sith Assassin. Make sure he goes down. Still going to do Secret Intel, basic attack here. And, oops, I forgot to choose the Marauder. So, I guess the other question a lot of people have is, how does he gain protection? So that protection is pretty annoying for a lot of people probably. So Nihilus gains protection when someone that has a debuff attacks Nihilus with a regular ability. So I'll try to, great example here. So Rey Scavenger has a debuff right now, as you can see the shield in red. Nihilus has no protection. So if I attack Nihilus with a regular ability, so if I do this Shift and Strike ability, he will gain protection. And I'll do that just to show you. And he didn't. All right. I don't know why. This video is getting worse and worse. Anyway, another Illuminated Destiny. I'll try to make the most out of this run, I guess. Probably because Rey, I think Rey had some potency up, so she probably resisted something, and Nihilus didn't gain protection. I'll have to look into this. Now I look just like an idiot. Alright, let's remove all the buffs. Let's shield. So, see, I forgot to look at this properly. So, Darth Nihilus has his Annihilate up. So I want to make sure that I get... So I see R2 still has Unbreakable Will. I want to have him do it again. So I'll wait until he comes back. I know he's got some good turn meter, so he should react before Darth Nihilus. There you go. Put Unbreakable Will on him so that he can sort of try and kill him again. Illuminated Destiny, awesome. R2 didn't gain any turn meter because he's got Unbreakable Will on him, and I know it reduces sort of the turn meter thing. I could reduce Darth Nihilus' turn meter here with Rey's ability, but if I do that, R2 might get more turn meter. Actually, he's pretty low. Let's try it. Reduce turn meter. Awesome. R2 is still lower than Darth Nihilus, so might get a couple of attacks in before he does his special ability. R2 still alive. That's perfect. Good. It's a good run. Reduce turn meter. All right. Still do my call. The BB-8 Zeta to call in an ally. It just gives so much more damage to your run. So it's a good Zeta to have if you have BB-8 eventually. All right, let's try to stealth R2 away from this, and then let's try to get the assassin dead, and then I got another Unbreakable Will. This time I got it on BB-8 and on Rey. With my Resistance Trooper, I'll remove all the buffs to make sure he doesn't have the speed buff. Another Illuminated Destiny coming on. This is a good... for those who didn't know, this is and maybe who are not in the guild, this is a T5, a 5th tier raid. This is definitely not T6 or heroic, so just making sure everybody knows. All right, continuing to do special abilities, calling on BB-8. See, BB-8 and Rey did a regular ability here, the regular attack, and didn't get any debuffs because of the potency increase from BB-8 Secret Intel, or at least this is how I see it. Try to show you. I know that this team is usually good not to get Nihilus any protection, so that's probably what's going on here. I'll get another Illuminated Destiny very soon. No turn meter. Alright, lots of damage coming in. That's good. R2 might go here. I'll see with the Drain Force that Nihilus is going to do, so I might lose a character right there. And R2's gone. Right. So he had so little health that the Drain Force really got into it. So I see that Annihilate is now ready to go. So I want to make sure I got a character ready to do Unbreakable Will. I'll remove all the buffs. Now, should I do BB-8 or Rey? I think I'll do Rey just because I want to keep BB-8's potential Illuminated Destiny ready to go. All right. Yeah, I'll do Rey right away because I know Rey didn't have the turn meter reduction, and then my Rey stays around. That's good. Turn meter reduction. Rey can gain a bit of health, good, and then Illuminated Destiny. This helps everything. This is a pretty good run so far. So I'll get a little debuff. Oh, he resisted the debuff. That's good. Potency was higher. Now they're going to call in the minions. Alright, let me try to get the assassin first. I still got some nice damage output, so I should be able to get in 2 shots. Then Rey. Oh, darn, that sucks. And come on. Let's try to. BB-8 Secret Intel gives a bit of turn meter to Rey, so that's why I always do it. I never try to attack with BB-8 just for the turn meter gain on Rey. Reduce turn meter, then Rey attacks again. Still 5 cooldown on the Annihilate ability, so we're still good to go. Drain Force. So as you can see, the Annihilate ability was at 5. did the Drain Force. Nobody had debuff, so he only went down by 1. And then he did a regular attack, and it went down by 1 again. So still 3 away from Annihilate, so I can continue. And Illuminated Destiny still goes. Trying to put as much damage. Turn meter reduction. So as you can see, the abilities still have a lot of cooldown, 2, 3, and 2. So I know that he'll do his regular attacks. So he did 2 attacks because he always do 2 turns. And so the cooldown for Annihilate only went down by 2. Nothing really big happened over here. Oh, this is a great example. So Rey had the debuff, and I attacked Nihilus with her regular ability. And as you can see, Nihilus gains some protection right there, so great example. So I should be able to kill the protection here, remove the buffs, and try to get Rey back in a healthy spot right there. So now the danger here, as you can see, is my Annihilate is only a 1 cooldown, and Drain Force is about to go. So I want to make sure I don't have any debuffs on my characters, because if there is any debuffs, it'll sort of speed up the cooldown on the ability. So if you look at this, I resisted the debuff for Rey because it did her regular ability. That's good. So if everything goes well, and I don't get any debuffs, which I might here with BB-8. Yeah. See, this is interesting. So I got a debuff on BB-8. Nihilus' turn meter is really, really high and about to do Drain Force. So if he does Drain Force and I have a debuff on a character, the Annihilate should go down to 0, and he should be ready to use it on his second action. And he did not. He did a regular attack. This video might not be as helpful as I thought, but anyway, I hope it sort of helps you guys. I should have used the shield. I totally forgot, but yeah, he was enraged. So this is done. Let's see how much damage I did. 5.6 million. Not too bad for a tier 5. I've definitely done better. But anyway, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any comments, get to me on Discord. Shout out to my guild and everybody. Thanks for the help. Hope you see you soon. Take care.